Yo, we got another episode of three Isopanisad, man. As you can see, man, we got three Isopanisad with Krishna on the front. I believe that is Krishna with all the snakes on his head, but that may not be Krishna. I'm not too structured on the Vedic peoples, but this has to be Krishna. He got a lot of necklaces on. So y'all comment down in 5 years you get the necklaces like Krishna, because I'm fucking with Krishna. Comment down if I should also get the extra hands with the spinny rings on them. I mean, with the spinny fingers on them. Comment down if the snake headband is coming up. Comment down snake headdress. You feel me? Comment down if I should also get the clam hand sets. I'm gonna get the clam and then the wands. Don't forget it. But comment down if the hairstyle's coming soon too. I might also get the crowns with the crowns with the greens. So I believe we are on mantra 4 of Sri Isopanisad. So yeah, let's get into it. So first we're going to read the translation, and then we're going to read it in that language, because I believe it's Sanskrit, but I'm not too sure. So although fixed in his abode, the personality of Godhead is swifter than the mind can overcome all others running. By this, they mean it's like impossible to believe that. It's impossible to fully believe, like fully know God, like in its entirety. Because no matter how far you search, He will still be far away. Like the full truth will still be far away. You know. So the personality of Godhead is swifter than the mind can overcome all others running. The powerful demigods cannot approach Him, although in one place He controls those who supply air and rain. He surpasses all in excellence. And then in Sanskrit it is Anehad Ekam Manaso Havio Nainad Deva Abnuvan Apnuvan Purvam Arsat Tad Devato Niyan Atayeti Tistat Tasmin Apo Matarisva Danati. As y'all could see, I literally speak Sanskrit. So y'all don't comment down no hate, man. You know I'm Sanskrit now. You feel me? Oh shit. Getting there. Skip the page. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. He surpasses all in excellence. So basically what they mean by that is that he's on like the highest level of consciousness. So he surpasses all in excellence. And then purport. Through mental speculation, even the greatest philosopher cannot know the Supreme Lord. So that basically confirms what I was saying earlier. Who is the absolute personality of Godhead? He can only be known through His mercy. He can only be known by his devotees through His mercy. And then, you feel me? Yeah, through His mercy. In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated that even if a non-devotee philosopher travels through space at the speed of the wind or the mind for hundreds of millions of years, he will still find that the absolute truth is far away from him. That basically confirms it again for the third time. You feel me? The Brahma Samhita. Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, the Brahma Samhita further describes that the absolute personality of Godhead has His transcendental abode known as Goloka. Goloka is called the world of cows. Let me fix this. Now, Goloka really is called the world of cows. I'm not sure why they believe that God stays in the world of cows, or what that signifies, but it does mean the world of cows. So hey, you fucking with the cows? Hey man, So it means the world of chaos / transcendental realm. So the Brahma Samhita further describes that the absolute personality of Godhead has his transcendental abode known as Goloka, where he remains and engages in his pastimes, yet by his inconceivable potencies, he can simultaneously reach every part of his creative energy. In the Vishnu Purana, his potencies are compared to the light and heat that emanate from a fire. Although situated in one place, a fire can distribute its light and heat for some distance. Similarly, the absolute personality of Godhead, although fixed in his transcendental abode, can diffuse his different energies everywhere. Although his energies are innumerable, they can be divided into three principal categories: the internal potency, the marginal potency, the external potency. So basically, right here, they're talking about the three aspects of God. So they go more in detail about it right there, but basically it's the internal potency, the marginal potency, and the external potency. So there are hundreds of millions of subheadings to each of these categories. Those are like the different layers of consciousness, but those are also the layers of consciousness. They're described right there, and then they describe it in three different parts. So, or they describe it in three parts with a bunch of different subheadings. So the dominating demigods who are empowered to control and administer such natural phenomena such as air, light, and rain are all classified within the marginal potency of the absolute person. That's like the living part of God. Lesser living beings, including humans, also belong to the Lord's marginal potency. The material world is the creation of the Lord's external potency, which is like the non-physical, the physical but non-like living, the conscious, but the things that are conscious but not fully present. So it's like 1D things and 2D things, such as like crystals, rocks, literally everything other than humans and things that aren't alive, like this chair. You feel me? Things of that nature. And the spiritual sky, where the kingdom of God is situated, is the manifestation of his internal potency, which is like the spiritual world, or the spiritual side of God, or the astral realm. Thus, the different energies of the Lord are present everywhere. Although the Lord and his energies are non-different, one should not mistake his energies for the supreme truth, nor should one wrongly consider that the Lord is distributed everywhere, or that he loses his personal existence. Or that he loses his personal existence. By this, they basically mean that no matter what, God is always going to be God. Like God is still just as God as he is in that light being in the sky, in this book, like in this tripod, in this wall, in me, in you, in this chain, in this, on this computer, on everything. In everything God is present in, he is still God 100%. But that is still that 100%. So they are both that and God at the same time. Because that is made out of things that came originally from God. Let's put it like that. Okay. Everything's made of things that originally came from God, because everything originally came from God. That's why everything is God. Let's put it like that. Okay. Although the Lord and his energies are non-different, one should not mistake these energies for the supreme truth. Nor should one wrongly consider that that the supreme Lord is distributed everywhere impersonally, or that he loses his personal existence. Men are accustomed to reaching conclusions according to their capacity for learning and understanding. My bad. I was reading one of the notes I had left. Okay. Men are accustomed to reaching conclusions according to their capacity for understanding, but the Supreme Lord is not subject to the limited capacity for understanding. It is for this reason that the Upanishads warn us that no one can approach the Lord by his own limited potency. In the Bhagavad Gita 10.2, the Lord says that not even the great rishis or Sudras can know him. And what to speak of the Asuras, for whom there is no question of understanding the ways of the Lord. This fourth mantra suggests that the absolute truth is ultimately the absolute person. Otherwise, there would have been no need to mention so many details in support of his personal features. Although the individual parts and parcels of the Lord's marginal potency have all symptoms of the Lord himself, they have limited spheres of activity and are therefore all limited. The part and parcels are never equal to the whole. Therefore, they cannot appreciate the Lord's full potency. Under the influence of the material nature, foolish and ignorant living beings who are but parts and parcels of the Lord try to conjecture about the Lord's transcendental position. Sri Isopanisad warns of the futility of trying to establish the Lord's identity through mental speculation. That basically, it's probably like the fourth or fifth time they confirm my first statement. So, basically, the Lord is like beyond mental speculation. No matter how much thinking you do, no matter how many questions you ask, no matter how much speculation you do, you will never fully be able to understand the Lord. Like, you feel me? Sri Isopanisad warns of the futility of trying to establish the identity of the Lord through mental speculation. Once you try to learn of the transcendence from the Lord himself, the supreme source of the Vedas, for the Lord alone has full knowledge of the transcendence. Every part and parcel of the complete whole is endowed with some particular energy to act according to the Lord's will. When part and parcel of the living entity forgets his particular activity, when the part and parcel living entity forgets his particular activities under the Lord's will, he is considered to be in Maya, illusion, or accounted. What does that even mean? Okay. My bad. That's what I was saying. When the part and parcel of the living entity forgets his particular activities under the Lord's will, he is considered to be forgets his particular activities under the Lord's will, meaning that the Lord allowed him to, and it's already accounted for. So, like, when he does go into Maya, the Lord accepts that. Like, he already knows. Like, you feel me? It's under the Lord's will that he is in Maya now. You feel me? Or illusion. Thus, from the very beginning, Sri Isopanisad warns us to be very careful to play the part designated for us by the Lord. This does not mean that the individual soul has no initiative of his own. Because he is part and parcel of the Lord, he must partake in the initiative of the Lord as well. When a person properly utilizes his initiative or active nature with intelligence, understanding that everything is the Lord's potency, he can revive his original consciousness, which is like the unfiltered soul, basically, which was lost due to association with Maya, the external energy, which is the conditioned soul. All power obtained by the Lord. All power is obtained from the Lord. Therefore, each particular power must be utilized to execute the will of the Lord and not otherwise. The Lord cannot be known by one who has adopted such a submissive service attitude. Perfect knowledge means that knowing the Lord in all his features, knowing his potencies, and knowing how these potencies work by his will. These matters are described by the Lord in Bhagavad Gita, the essence of the Upanishads. And that's it for this part, and that's it for this mantra. That's it for all of mantra 4. We're going to get into mantra 5 in about 5 minutes, but that's not going to be up until whenever it's up. I'm not sure, because I have a lot of videos that need to go up. I got about 30. I record a lot of these videos. These videos are pretty easier to record. All I do is read books. All I do is talk about spiritual topics. All I do is this. So yeah, these are about probably my favorite thing to do. So yeah, that's it for this video though. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, comment other videos I want to see on the channel, man. You feel me? Comment what other books I want me to go through, other books I want me to read. You feel me? If I don't got it in hand, we gonna read it on audio book, cause you feel me? We not making no excuses. We gonna read this book. We reading. But yeah, we here to learn everything. So we reading the Quran, the Bible, the Vedas. We reading everything. We learning. We learning here. We learning on this channel. So if y'all trying to learn too, y'all learning with me, brother. It's good. But yeah, that's it for this video though. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, comment other videos I want to see on the channel, man. And I got y'all 1,000 times 10, man. 2,000 times 10, 5,000 times 10 is good. And yeah.